to me,
Yeah, I can
listen to
hear
me.
you clearly.
You don't write down the questions when you answer, when you want to ask.
Yes, we
How
are
many
live
questions?
already. We are live already now, sir. It will not be much. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. So at this time, all right. So we are saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching Easy TV Nigeria at this point in time. At first, we want to say thank you very much to all our subscribers, and thank you very much for all those people supporting Igbanke in one way or the other. According to what is going on right now on social media about Igbanke no be Benin, and that is exactly what we want to talk about today. All right, and here with me on our live interview is the front man who took the Akekowa very, very serious. One of the protesters of that particular Igbanke no be Benin. So quickly, let's meet him. Without further ado, good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Pastor Nwachukwu James Ugbekile. I'm a true son of a banker, precisely from Olije. And at the same time, I'm a member of the Akokoa sociocultural group.
All right.
Now,
Okay, sir. At first, we would like to know more about that group. Like the people it's been that had organized that Akiko, which is a cultural group.
what I can tell you now is that we have a very prominent son of a banker called Apostle Zunka Oka, who is on the four, who is one of the four pioneers of this group. And there are many banking sons and daughters, both far and abroad, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So our focus is to fight for the liberation of our people from the hegemonic grip of the Benin Kingdom. Let me use that word.
All right. At first, let's go straight to that particular protest that was being held here in Igbake. We want to know if those protests were being held by the indigenes of Igbake and if all the Ezes of Igbake are fully aware of those protests.
Now, I want to now first of all say that I am speaking on behalf of the Ezes of Igbanke and the entire autonomous people of Igbanke. So that protest was organized with the consent of all the Ezes. We organized that program with their full backing. In fact, they are the center of the campaign because the campaign still continues. Let me not just that of this campaign to free Igbanke from the oppressive power of the Benin Kingdom. So the Ezes are all involved.
All right. So the Ezes are fully involved and they are fully aware of those protests and many more to come. All right. According to what you said. Thank you very much for that. Now let's go for the straight down to the business of the day. A lot of people are saying that Igbanki are Benin, while some are saying Igbanki are not Benin, they are Ika. Can you please explain more on that? Why you people are most especially saying that we are Ika Igbo, we are not Benin?
Now, I want to state one point. In linguistics, when you study linguistic or language, we are meant to know that cultures are identified by the language that the people speak. Language is the center, is the nexus of every culture. So if you're an Igbo man, you must be identified with Igbo language. You can't be an Igbo man and be speaking a different language. The language is one of the major things that makes you who you are. So language is very, very important. Now, if we say that we are Igbanke and we do not belong to Benin, and that is the truth, our language aligns with the Igbo language. My name is Nwachukwu. In Igbo language, you say Bia, you say Bia. In Owerri, you say Bia. In Igbanke, you say Bia. In Anusha, you say one name. In Igbo, in Igbanke, you say one name. My brother. So we are Igbos that migrated across the Niger, and we are where we are based on our forefathers. So the land of Igbanke was handed over to us by our forefathers. We inherited the land from our forefathers. And our forefathers, I can tell you that we were never conquered by the Beninese. We are not slaves. So we are Igbos, we are not Benin. And let me tell you one point. The Oba of Benin inherited the kingdom from his father. The same way the Ezes and the Igbanke inherited their own kingdom from their father. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
So
sir.
what makes the Oba now bigger or superior to the Ezes and the Igbanke? Because their thrones are inherited. Are you getting my point? So that
Yes.
is a fact. And secondly, I want to make another point. I don't know whether we are looking at the name Oba of Benin. What does it imply? The Oba of Benin is the Oba or the king of Benin people. The same way you have the Obi of Onisha, Olu of Wari, Emir of Kano. The Emir of Kano cannot come to Agbo and say want to become the Emir of Agbo. Are you getting my point? So the
Exactly, sir.
name speaks for itself. The Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin is the king of the Benin people. The same way the Ezes and the Igbanke are the king of the Igbanke people. So that is what I want to tell you.
All right, sir. Your answer is very, very well encouraging and convincing. All right, but we have an issue right now. So let us know, like, ever since the people of Igbanke have been under the Edo State regime, because some people are saying that there has been a lot that have come to the people of Igbanke since they are under the Edo State. So we would like to know if you are aware, or if you can mention one of you that the Edo State government or the Oba of Benin himself have done for the people of Igbanke.
The point is that I'm going to my 60s now. I've never seen the footprint of Oba of being in the banking land, in the banking soil. I've never seen the Oba myself. I've never seen the Oba, maybe emissaries, coming to a banking for anything, for developmental projects or programs. So it's unfortunate that we are left in Edo State. Why did I say left in Edo State? All of us were in Bende State. Wari, Umunede, Agbo, Asaba. We all in Bende State. When they now divided, when they share the state now, they took our borders away from us. The Agbo people, Munede people, Wa people, and they left only the Igbanke in Edo State. So is that enough reason for us to be subjugated just because we are unfortunately in Edo State? Is that the reason we should become the servant of the Oba of Benin? That's not enough reason. We are in Edo State by just make creation, by mere state creation. And I believe that our people were not consulted. You know, Nigerian factor. We are not consulted. Somebody just wake up one day and just draw a map and say you have created a state. Igbanke is in Edo State. It's unfortunate.
Now, this will
But
say there is no
by pride,
written document.
hello?
Yeah, I said that is to say there is no written document or there is no approval from any source saying that we are from Edo State.
The point is that our people were not consulted. No, I don't think any Igbanke king was consulted, or the socio-cultural groups in Igbanke were consulted before we were shared to Edo State. Nobody was consulted. It was a kind of military fair. It was the army, the military that created the states now. No consultation to suppress Igbanke. We remain with our culture and our language intact. So that is it.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Now, there are some people who are saying that we hear Benin, we speak Benin, that our Daulet, Igbanke Daulet more especially, is being true. Is that, sir?
Can I hear you?
All right. I said, is it true that the Igbanke language is being mixed with the Benin language?
Now, to the best of my knowledge, if you say that the Asian language is a bit similar, or they have similar maybe nouns with Benin language, that is the truth. But the Kan language have no similarity with the Benin language. No single similarity. Mention one word in Benin that is the same thing again in the Kan language. Just one word. Nothing like that. No single word. So there's no similarity between the Benin language and the Kan language. No similarity. So that is the truth. But we can't dispute the fact that we are in the same state now, Edo State. We can't oppose that fact now, but we're already there. But that does not give the Oba of Benin the power to now say that we are now Benis, to change our code. Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
You see, only God has omnipotent power. Even Nigeria as a state does not have omnipotent power. Nigeria, the sovereignty of Nigeria is limited to the boundaries of Nigeria with other countries. Nigeria cannot go to Niger to now impose the Nigerian law. The same thing, all the kings in Nigeria, like the Alafin, the Oba of Lagos, you can see their names now. The Oba of Lagos cannot go to Oyo and say, when it's an Oba, I want to dominate them. Neither the Alafin. All their powers are limited based on their names. Oba of Lagos, his influence and power is limited in Lagos. Alafin of Oyo, Olu of Wari, the Obi of Onitsha. Its influence is within this Onitsha environment. So you can now what gives the Oba of Benin now the omnipotent power to now say he is a king of Igbanke? Can the Obi of Onitsha now come and say he's the king of Igbanke, or the king of Umunede, or the king of Asaba? Because Asaba is very close to Onitsha.
Yes.
Can the Obi of Onitsha say if they want to lay claim to now become the king of Asaba?
No.
He cannot do that. Likewise, the Oba of Benin does not have the omnipotent power to now stretch your power, your influence beyond your boundary of Benin. You are the Oba of Benin. And that is the name we know you to be from inception, from time past, from time immemorial. You have been the Oba of Benin from 18th century to 17th century, 16th century. So what makes you not be Oba of Benin again with other part to be the Oba of Igbanke?
Wow.
So we have to be very frank, except anybody can prove me wrong. So long as I'm at the limit of my knowledge, I don't know if there's any single word in Benin language that is similar with our Eka language. No single word. But when you talk of Igbo language, our
Yeah.
language is Igbo language.
Okay.
All the nouns in Igbo language, what we speak. You want to talk of Egbe, 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 Miri, Miri, Nwanem. So what are you talking about?
Unku.
Eh? So we are Igbo people by origin. Now we are a Ka people because we speak the dialect of Igbo language. You know, I studied the English language. So I don't want to go into a linguistic now. I would have been able to explain certain things, but we are not here for academics. We are here for a very serious matter. The point is
Yes, yes.
that we have never been Benin, and there's no way we are going to be Benin. Now, let me tell you another thing. There are ways the Oba of Benin can become the Oba of Igbanke. There are ways. One of the best ways by conquest. If the Oba of Benin now decide that he want to use his power, or maybe he want to use the police or the army to come and kill everybody in Igbanke and take over the land, he can do that. That's what they call conquest. He can decide to come and conquer the land, which I know that God will not give anybody that power. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So he can do that if that is what he want to do. Apart from that, or if the people of Igbanke volunteer their right and freedom to surrender to the Oba of Benin, it can become the king of Igbanke. But apart from these two factors, it cannot become the Oba of Igbanke. If he cannot conquer us, if we do not surrender our right to him, why is not the Oba of Igbanke? If the Oba of Benin were to be from Igbanke, it would have been an Eze of an Eze. Then if any of the king in Igbanke were to be the Oba in Benin, then he or she would have, he would have been an Oba. So what is the difference between Oba and Eze? In Benin language, Oba or Igbo, Yoruba language, Oba means king. In Igbo language, Eze means king. So what makes the Oba now a colossus to now put his hand upon the head of all about 6 kings in the calends, in the Bible, 6 kings.
In the
So
Igbanke.
it's an anomaly. It's an anomaly.
All right, sir. We
We have
heard
never, we have
recently
never
that.
been the subject of the Oba, and we can never be.
Okay, according to your last word, we are not the subject of the Oba and we can never be a
It
subject.
will never be in this world until Jesus will come.
All right.
Until
Now there is
Jesus
a
will
rumor.
come.
There's a rumor going on right now as well that a lot of out of the 60 plus Enyogi that is suspended from the Oba of Benin throne, that is there any, we just want to find out, because people are not going back to beg the Oba of Benin, that is the Enyogis that the Oba of Benin suspended. They are not going back to, plead to beg with the Oba of Benin. I believe you have seen such videos and photos moving all around social media platform. So we want to know if any of the Eze of Igbanke went to beg as well.
Now, you see, most of those kings that were suspended by the Obas, most of them are Bini people. Are you getting my point? Let's be very, very frank. Most of
Okay.
those villages and those towns are Bini towns, and they speak their Bini language. And most of those things were being installed by the Oba himself, by the Oba
Hmm.
palace. So if they go and beg, no problem with them, because that's where they belong. But not for Igbanke people, because we don't belong there. Our kings were not installed by the Oba of Benin. They are not stooge of the Oba of Benin. So why would they go and beg? To beg to get what? Why would they go and beg? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So those kings are go and beg because most of them were installed by the Oba of Benin. Our own Ezes were Eze that inherited the throne from their fathers. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So we don't have any reason to beg. Beg to get what? I've told you earlier that we don't have any footprint of the Oba in my land, in a bank. Oba of Benin have never done it. I've never even brought 1 naira to develop a bank. Even the state government. That if we are talking about, let's even talk of the state government. The schools, The primary schools now in Onije, they are being maintained. They are being reconstructed by the effort of the community. Are you getting my point? Do
Exactly,
you
sir.
do you see any road constructed by the Edo State government in Onije or in Ota? Eh? So what are we talking about? We are just in Edo State. Anytime they want to conduct election, they come and get the vote. Well, when the vote is over, the election is over, they go to Bini. Let me even tell you one thing. In a situation where people from Igbanke now when they go to meeting in Benin, you see that on many political meetings, they be speaking Benin language. Our people will not even hear what they are saying. So you not tell me that we are not the same people. Let the fact the truth be told. We are not the people know that we are not the same with them. Even the governor of Edo State, he knows that we are not the same with them. No, a banking man can be a governor of Edo on the structure that we have on the ground. How? So what are we talking about? So no king, a bank will go and beg the Oba of Benin. Begging for what? To achieve what? To get what? What are they going to get from him? He is not the one that installed them. He has no power to remove them. So why would they go and beg him? So no banking king will beg up the Oba of Benin.
All right. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you very much, sir. Lastly, we want to as well know and be sure of whatever we are saying. When we say by as the old kings in Ibake right now, what are they saying concerning this issue? Like, are they decide to move on with their Igbo brothers, as you said, or for now they are still contemplating? We want to know what is their decision.
The point is that you don't expect our highly revered kings to carry placard. Are you getting my point? So you can see people like us on the front on the front line, you
Frontline,
know,
yeah.
with a placard and a protest. But the kings cannot do that. So I've told you earlier that as I speak today, I speak under the authority of the kings of Igbanke and the autonomous people of Igbanke. So whatever I'm saying here, I say it with authority. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Our kings are on the same page with us. So long as we do not want to be slaves, our kings don't want to be slaves too. Now,
That's
when
true.
you talk of our Igbo brothers, there are certain things that you cannot change. You cannot change who you are. You cannot change your tribe. You cannot change your nature. We are Igbo, Eka Igbo. Nobody have ever contested that with us. We are not in a we are not in a dispute. Fight. Is somebody going to fight me that I'm not an banking man? There's no contention, no fight. Our identity speaks for itself. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So we are the same with our brothers. You can see Agbo, you can see Umunede. All of us are the same. So we are with our
That's true.
brothers.
That's true.
That is it. Our Igbo origin speak for itself. The language is there, the culture is there. Eze, you go to Igbo now, you hear is Eze. Obi, Obi of Onitsha, Obi of Igbanke, Obi of Ota. You can equally use the word Eze too. So our tribe origin, our ancestry is not in contest. We are not contesting it with anybody. We are a Kaibo, and we remain there until Jesus will come.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful meeting having with you online. We still want to know what are your advice now to those brothers, those Igbanke indigenes who are still saying that they are from Benin?
You can't blame them. They have the right to be slaves. I will not have time to tell the story of the slave. When the slave was traveling with the master, The master told the slave, don't behave like a slave. But when they got there, he behaved like a slave. So
Mm.
every human being cannot reason the same way. They have their right to remain where they are, to remain slaves. But we are saying that we cannot be slaves. That does not mean that there will not be Judas in our midst. Let the
That's true.
Judas carry on with their master. They can continue with their master. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
After all, Jesus himself, being God, had a Judas in his team. So there's no way you can tell me that you hold a bank, there's no Judas. There have to be Judas. Traitors, betrayers, they're always there. But I wish them good luck. God bless them. Let them continue. One day, they will come back to apologize. They will come back to their senses. They will come back to appreciate the blessing in freedom. That's what I have for them.
All right, thank you very much. Quickly, let's go to the comments. Somebody just commented, Mr. Monday. Thank you very much. You are the first commenter for today. According to what Mr. Monday commented, he said, "You are right, sir." Meaning everything you have been saying, that you're 100% right with it. And Mr. Monday is chatting, is from Omolua. All right, so he's from Igbanke as well, which means that all he was saying is in full support with it. All right. So, sir, what are you saying right now to the indigenes of Ibaki and the indigenes of Ika as a whole in general?
Okay, that is my message to the leaders of a bank.
Yes.
The message is clear because all of us are on the same page. If bankers and diaspora, we are on the same page. You know, every human being, nobody wants to be enslaved. No human being wants to be enslaved. And that was why God Himself, in His infinite mercy, made all men equal. All men are created to be equal. We are created to be equal by God.
Hmm.
Even the Nigerian Constitution have said, the state also that we're all equal before the law. So the kings are equal too. Because your town is bigger than my town does not make you to be superior to me. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Because but I made some instances. The army of Kano cannot say because Kano is bigger than the bank, they want to come to dominate us. It will not be possible. Neither can the Obi of Onisha now say Onisha is bigger than the bank or Onisha is bigger than Agbo Munede. We have a king in Umunede, we have a king in Agbo. All the cars became part of a Delta State. We have all their kings. Some communities are small, some are bigger than the other. Everybody is a king in his own right. Everybody is a king in his own right. As you have a king among elephants, you have a king among the ants. You cannot tell me that the elephant is the king of the ant. Everybody has his own domain. So that is my message to the Banky people. We are who we are. Nobody can change our tribe. Nobody can consume us. And we cannot be slave to anybody until Jesus will come. So we should be steadfast. We are not fighting anybody. There's no fight here. There's no contention. We are just trying to, because of the mistake the other made. I call it a mistake. Maybe it was not well advised. For him to say you want to suspend the king you didn't appoint, it's a misnomer. That is what we call a misnomer. You didn't appoint, but how? Where did the power come from? So our message is that the bank people should remain steadfast. We should be focused. We should ignore the traitors and hand them over to God. That God will change their heart and bring them to the brotherhood fold. In Jesus' name. God bless you.
Amen. All right, my pastor. Quickly, I would love to ask because this question because somebody asked me and I said I'm going to ask you that I'm not in a very good position on answering those questions. Now, one of the questions is this. He said, why is the Banky people going to the Igbos? That is, why is it that it is now they decide to go to the Igbo, to the Igbo people are saying that they are brothers? Is it because of the suspension being given by the Oba of Benin? That is why we now said, okay, because of the suspension, let's now go to this place. Or we are going there because this is who we are. This is where we come from.
Now, the person who asked this question, uh, now let me tell you something. Let me not go there. Is it now that we started speaking the Igbo language?
No.
Is it now that all of us were born with Igbo nature and tribe? So what is that young man saying? Well, we are born with our Igbo nature. Are you getting my point? Are you
No.
hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you
We are
clearly.
question about. Eh, Let me even ask you a question now. Let me ask you a question. When they divided a better state, if not for the evil and their wickedness, if they have allowed a bank to go with Agbo and Umuride, would you be having this problem we're having?
No,
Eh?
we will not.
Agbo. Agbo was in Bender State.
Yes.
Wari was in Bender State. Now, when they divided the all of them left, why is the Obama saying that we are to be under him? Why not go to Agbo and say Agbo is under him? Because they're in another state. So if we have been shared out of those states now to join our brothers in a car, will it be suspending our king? Can the Oba suspend the king of Agbo or the king of Umunede? These guys are they are even related. Can he suspend the king of the Olu of Wari? Wari was we're part of Bender State now. So because we are in a Edo State now, that makes us to be guilty now. That is a crime we are committed for the Oba now to suppress us. What is the reason? Is it because we're in a Edo State? That is not the only reason why now. Because if the state creation have taken us to a Delta State, we will not be having the problem we are having today. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I can get your point.
So that is just the issue. So anybody asking questions, all the questions we're asking today, all of them have answers. We have always been able from a Bini show. There have not been contests. Nobody have contested our tribe or our origin. So if at this time that our will is tested, then we have the right to protest. No human being wants to be subjugated. Every human being created in the image of have that innate desire for freedom. No human being wants to be enslaved. Now let me even tell you a story. The same Oba of Benin. It will be during Abacha or maybe Babangala when he wanted to formulate a policy to be transferring Oba from one domain to another domain. I don't know whether you are aware.
Yeah.
That was when most of his king decided to then a musician called Osamore Joseph in Benin. He now played the music. Oba no dey go transfer in protest against that policy that the military government wanted to formulate. So why did Oba not go to transfer? So you like freedom, you want to suppress others. Nobody will agree. Not in this country, not in this Nigeria. No, it will not happen. It will not happen. So anybody that is in a monkey that want to belong to Benin, no problem because there are still some selfish interest. Some Banky people they have lived their life in Benin. Some are even in the civil service.
Do
Some have
service, yeah.
established their business, the enterprise in Benin. So there are people that are with such sentiment. They believe that what we are doing is against their interests. There are people like that. But when you see that, don't fight them because they are behaving like a natural human being. Every other human being will behave that way. Are you getting my point? Some of
Exactly.
them are built their life into the Benin society and culture. If they are saying they are not in support, not because in their mind they are not in support, but because of what they stand to benefit, selfish interest. What do I say? Selfish interest.
Selfish interest.
But what we are fighting is for the interest of the interest of our people and for our future, for the future of our people, not even only for now, so that everybody will know that these people don't belong to Benin. If they have not known before, let them know it now.
Thank you very much. For Me is our beloved pastor, son of the soil, Pastor Nwachukwu. I want to say thank you very much for explaining more concerning this movement of Igbanke no be Benin. We believe that for those of us who have watched this video, we now understand the more reason why we are
Please,
saying Igbanke.
I want to say the last word.
Okay. No,
I want to
you have
make
many words. You have many words to say, not the last. All
no,
right.
I
You
want
see how
to
many
just
things to say.
yeah.
All right.
I want to say two things
All right.
to close this interview. One, a bank cannot be Bini and a bank will never be Bini. Two, who over help.
Who over help?
Who over
You don't
help.
help anybody. You don't help my king. All right. So now, most especially, one of the things we have noted down these days, number one thing and number one key frame, all of us watching us right now have to know is that Igbanke no be Benin. That is one. You have heard it from our pastor's mouth. Secondly, Igbanke is not leaving Benin because of the suspension. We are not doing the protest because of the suspension being given to our AZs, being given to our OBs. We are saying Igbanke no be Benin because no be Benin. That is why they are saying Igbanke no be Benin, because we know where we come from. All right, Igbanke people know where they come from. They know their roots. They are going back to their roots. They are going back to their. They are going back to meet their brothers. They have been with their brothers ever since. But just that some people are still dragging them, come this way, come this way. But I believe it's that time where they have to make it pop and clear to everyone out there that this is where we belong and we are not going back again to the where we was before, which is the Benin aspect. That everybody should take note on that, and everyone should also take note that the Eze of Igbanke are not Enyogi. They are not chiefs. They are not chiefs. They are not duke. They are not prince. They are not whatever name the Oba of Benin called them to be. They are Eze. That is what we know them as right from day one. They are Eze. They are Obi. And the only people who call their own kings Eze and Obi is also the Igbo people, meaning we do things in line with the Igbo people. All right, we don't do things in line with the obese. All right, so whatever you're seeing today now is not, it didn't start today. The protest you're seeing today didn't start today. The Igbanke no be Benin did not start today. It and on a normal thing is that the Benin people know these things. They know that Igbanke no be Benin. That is why if an Igbanke man in Benin should speak or should tell a Benin man that I am from Igbanke, what they would say is Owika. That is what they call the people of Igbanke in Benin, Owika. So meaning that they themselves, they know. It's just that some people, for their own selfish interest in Benin, they're trying to say Igbanke na Benin because of their own selfish interest and because of their own political whatever. Because whatever they are doing there politically and otherwise is not touching Igbanke, is not coming down to Igbanke. Igbanke have street lights today. Everywhere is shining with street lights. Believe me, it is not being done by the government. It is being done by the sons and daughters of Igbanke. You can confirm that because I have also confirmed that. There is borehole today in Igbanke. If you from welcome to Igbanke, you know, and these things are not being done by the government. It's being done by individuals. All right. So for those ones who are saying that Igbanke na Benin, you are saying it on your own. My own take on this is that as long as the Obi and the Eze of Igbanke have agreed, other things are mine. We are not Benin. This is where we belong, and that is where we all. So that is all for today. Thank you very much for having you here, sir. Thank you very much, sir. If you have any other words to say to our viewers before we go offline, you can as well say it at this point in time. All right, can you hear me, sir?
What do you say?
I said, if you have any last words to say at this time to our viewers watching us out there, you can say it down.
That God will protect our kings and protect our sons and daughters of the bank.
Amen. Amen. All right, thank you very much, sir. All right, so everyone, Igbanke, no be Benin, take notes. Igbanke, no
God
be
bless you.
Benin, take notes. We have stand on it. We are not going back to vomit. We have agreed on moving forward and not going backward. Said by the OBs and the AZs of Igbanke. God bless you. Thank you,
Bye
sir.
bye.